even a task I would be assigned to. That's a question to have with the collector himself. But you're not going to talk to the collector until he takes one of the data slates and slides it forward. You earn your keep. If not, then you get taken out of the collection. And I assure you, wherever you're from, whatever concepts of life and death and theology you have, death here is far worse than any potential death you might have ever known in your world.
Who does he slide that data slate to?
He just slides out on the desk, just in the middle.
I'll reach out and take it.
Roll me insight.
If you're nearby, can I try and read it as well?
Nope. Gotta take it off.
As he's picking that up, I look at him and I say, service is a small price to pay to exist outside of time. The sooner you get comfortable with that idea, the better you'll perform here.
22 insight. That was a test. He was waiting to see who would be the one to pick it up first. You pick it up and begin reading through it. It appears to be a rather straightforward dossier. To those of you that are reading it or want to lean over and read it.
Mm-hmm.
It is describing it has a picture, and yes, I do mean picture, of an insectoid creature. Not like the one on the wall. This one is a bit more humanoid. To those of you that can conjure the image in your mind, like a tree crane. How the fuck they're pronounced? Fucking
Tree cream?
Three crane. Sounds like a fucking thing I order at Starbucks. Hi, can I get a 3 cream, please?
God, no, not again.
Yeah, it's an insect person. Not bajillion-eyed like the thing on the wall. Certainly not as massive as the thing on the wall, which is about the size of an elephant's head, with just its head alone. No. This one is more humanoid. It does give them a name, which I will type right here. For your Thrax.
Oh.
You begin reading through it, and it begins detailing, I guess you would call it almost like a Wikipedia article of this individual. They were once part of a hive mind insect colony. They are now alone. The colony gone forever. They were exiled from its hive mind, and that inadvertently was their salvation. The creature, he, now lives alone, hidden from more polite society, a hermit, but a sage as well, a wise man, a researcher, a studier of things and how they work and operate, just on a more theoretic sense, as opposed to performing experiments and doing actual calculus. A philosopher. You go to the next page and you see... You're not exactly sure what you see when you first look at it, but as you squint and peer closer at it, it is a swarm of rats. So numerous that they occupy the entirety of the picture and beyond it. The actual picture going well beyond the borders, the confines of the article.
So we have bug, we have rat swarm, supreme.
That's it. No, it wasn't Darkspawn. Darkspawn is... Let me check my notes. Give me a sec.
So the notes.
Darkspawn.
No, it's not Darkspawn.
We're going to the deep roads, boys.
Lighter rat.
Yeah.
These rats are capable of burrowing quickly if they put their minds to it. They can breach through dirt easily. Given enough of them, they can even break through cobble and stone and concrete. Not because they actually dig it, although they do technically dig. They dig in the same way a fly eats, if that makes sense. A fly will regurgitate upon the thing it's eating, melt it down, and eat the melted down piece. That's what the blighter rats do. They break down the thing they're trying to dig through, and then dig away the little crumbs that are left behind. This also applies to people. They will tear someone to shreds. And if you hit the little play button on the little data slate, you can actually watch that in real time. You watch two villagers, one wielding a torch in the dead of night, being swarmed by these rats. The light keeps them away. Their friend, on the other hand, runs away into a place where he thought there weren't rats. And if any of you have ever seen the library episode from Doctor Who, where the guy goes, "Hey, who turned out the lights?" It's like that. You watch a person get ripped apart in seconds with nothing left behind, not even bone. The remaining person then panics, drops the torch, it rolls out down the hill, and as they desperately try to chase after its safeguarding light, they stumble and succumb to the swarm. You watch that in real time happen in the course of 15 some seconds. 20 maybe. As you guys finish reviewing it, the Safari Master simply says, "That's your first job. Recover the wise man. Make sure he doesn't get killed by rats. Bring him back here. We'll be joining you amidst your ranks as collection specimens."
Did anyone not sort of look over Estrad's shoulder to view this?
Breast did not move. He's stand where you stand, and he's looking at you, but not at the plate.
Probably not until there was like the moving at the rats, and then he would kind of want to watch the video again.
Then the warder will hold out this data slate towards you, Brask. Review it.
Take it. Peruse. Watch
And
the video. Hold the screen out so creature can watch.
I think Estrad will say to the Safari Master, "These are the sort of duties we perform, adding to the collection."
In the grand scheme of things, yes. Although, at times it won't be so apparent. This one is a much more direct one. A simple mission to start out with. I don't promise you'll always see the end results of the machinations you start. But take comfort in this one. We don't usually save people.
I am going to ask a question, but first I'm going to do this real quick.
Ooh.
Ooh, interesting.
Weird.
This whole place is in presence of a planar portal. Yeah, and you could actually, with this, you could probably feel some of them opening and closing just over the course of this conversation alone. Almost like, imagine like Monsters, Inc.
Oh yeah, the doors keep popping open.
So then, anyone paying attention would see this gentleman sort of tilt his head as though listening to very faint sound in the distance before he looks back at the Safari Master and says,
"This location is extraplanar, is that correct?"
He nods.
Then these duties we perform, they will not be in the same plane of existence.
They
Every
will
time.
be. To an extent, yes, they will be. There are different divisions set out there, different parameters. Your team here, and I do mean team. So get used to each other. He says, looking at the child who's hiding away from the missing limbed monster.
Yep. Just looking slightly uncomfortable in the background.
I hand the slab back to Ranger guy.
Ranger guy takes it. Looks at it one more time.
Ranger dude back fella.
I think as you're taking it, Shrapnel will hold a hand out to look at it again. He was reading it over your shoulder, but
Yeah, pass it over.
thank you.
When are we setting out?
Immediately. That being said, you won your combat trial. That earned you pull. Earned you influence around here. There is a hub for your sort. Other people, other agents, fresh from the field, are about to go out to it. If you want, you could stop by there. It's on the way to the requisition hall. But since you won your combat trial, you've earned your rights through the requisition. In the meantime, I'm going to see about filling the tactical gap that you guys have. Potions and poultices and magic are good, but if it's taking out time... He shakes his head. It's only worth so much. I have, he thinks for a moment, fitting candidate in mind. I think you'll like him.
We shall see.
And don't worry, he's been on several missions, so he'll be able to guide you around if need be. If you guys are lost.
How long do we have until we set out? If I may know.
However fast your legs can carry you.
Would we have a chance to recover first?
I suggest you do your recovery in the requisition hall, and not in my office.
Fair.
Back looks over towards Alex's character, which I cannot... Oh, Warder, thank you for typing at that exact second. And then looks back to the guy and raises his hand.
Go. He points at you.
He points out... I don't even know if it's a stump, but where his arm used to be. And then, trying his best to mimic the fella, he says, requisition.
You'll earn that when you come back from the mission alive and prove that you're not fucking stupid.
Yeah, that's deserved.
Putting the clipboard back on the desk, and taking out his gun and looking at, how many bullets he has left. Shrapnel will look at the Safari Master and say, I presume I'll be able to get more bullets.
Nods.
Very well. Snaps his gun shut.
I have a token for your guys' quarry.
Ooh.
There he is.
Aw, sweet, it's a butt. Aw, I love that, actually.
Oh yeah, that's cute.
That's the, what was he called? Hermit? Sage?
Both.
Wise man?
Hermit, I think. Oh.
He's more of a hermit
All
than
of
a
the
sage.
above.
Gotcha.
Fearthrax? Oh, wait, no, is that the race or is that the person?
That's a person.
Fearthrax is the person, okay.
Oh, okay.
Fearthrax the 3 Kreen. Say that 5 times fast.
No.
Any other questions?
Where do we go in between?
What is that?
Where do we go when we're not out there and fighting for our lives? Will we have time in between?
As a general practice, no. But exceptions were made. Particularly if you're caught with stasis sickness. You might have gotten a glimpse of it against your opposing force back in that field. How lethargic they were to stir and wake up. They end up doing just fine, but it can happen. And then that's something I should warn you about. You guys are still technically under the influence of stasis sickness, just not to an extreme amount. As you guys are on the field, the sickness will wear off as you literally walk it off. But the sickness is subtle. You might find yourself doing things different, one instance versus the next. Memory loss, emotional drift, insanity. These are very common symptoms for the more extreme amounts of stasis sickness. We try to keep you guys out of your pods to prevent such. During such time, if you're not out on operation, there are commodities here that you may make use of. Wide assortment of things. Gambling halls, bars, makeshift churches and shrines, brothels. The collector does not discriminate on that which they collect. But that's only if you're not on a mission. Which you all are right now, so get to it. I'll see you all when you get back. And know this, your time in the field is limited. In your zone of operation, zoo, as the agents like to call it. The amount of time we can keep you out there is limited. At a certain point, it is a hard cutoff. We pull you back. Success or fail, we have to. So even if you are wandering, you are not lost. Keep that in mind.
Then let's get this underway.
Take a slate with you. It'll be updated as we find out information, if we have any information.
Since it's closest, Shrapnel will just grab it again.
Mm-hmm.
You guys hear the sounds of that laser etching again and look off to your right and see a new doorway way down beyond all these trophies has opened up. You guys begin heading out.
Mm-hmm.
I touched the mandibles. No, I don't.
So
What happened to your character? He was eaten. By my own volition.
yeah, and this game is a good precursor to the actual campaign. Because we will be busting out dismemberment rules and stuff like that there as well. Real fear and hunger shit. No bleeding butt status though, fortunately.
Unfortunately?
I said fortunately, but you hear what you want to hear.
No.
No, two of us heard unfortunately. I think there's something wrong here.
Well, you two are pretty like-minded, so I'm going to attribute it to that because I know I said fortunately. Coward. Yeah, fair enough. I'll bring that under consideration. If you guys go to the Perenzi Confederacy and you meet an orc, you will get the.
Nah.
You sure?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm pretty confident.
That's
I don't want to
something.
meet his
sure?
Mork and Mork, please. No.
That's something I think should be there.
You sure?
Hello, boys.
Very.
Okay. But like, are you doubly sure?
I'm triple sure, actually.
Damn,
Oh,
the
I'm a
triple.
quadruple.
Working on it. But
How about
Okay,
septuple?
good. Yeah, so you're telling me there's a chance.
no.
You're telling me there's a chance. We
You're
need to move
horrible.
forward. We need to move forward, please.
Yeah, so you guys get
Head out.
going. I need to
In search of bullets and healing.
yes, and that's
In
the
search of
sickness a bit more direct. So you guys can go to the hub. It's a bar essentially, and you guys can talk to other agents if that's something you're interested in. But it is on the way to the requisition hall. So once you guys get to the requisition hall, you guys can upgrade to your best mundane equivalencies. Plate armor if you want heavy armor, another gun if that's something you want, bullets, that sort of stuff.
Hell yeah.
What does armor defense specify? Not wield a shield. Okay.
How much bullets can I get?
However many you want, but remember, you're the one carrying them.
Yeah.
You're carrying them, and the operation window out of game is until we finish session. So,
Are we getting to that tonight?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
You guys
Do we
have a
even
very,
lose?
you guys, and that's something your data slate will say. Drop zone. You guys will be right in his house.
Damn.
Oh, okay.
Not beating around the bush there.
Oh wait, are we getting a short rest or any rest?
So
Yeah.
let's go.
So, I mean, I would like my spell slots back, but if
Yeah, I would like
yeah,
a rest.
if
If
we
I
we
do my
could
bardic.
rest, I'd really like it. I'd be really grateful.
Your guys' operation.
um,
But the most important things to me is just bullets and health. I'm at 2 right now.
I
Oh, I
would
can't
like
do
to
it for
buy
okay.
like a cloak and a mask and maybe some pants.
Well,
Now
I'm
we're
not buying
first-
anything, fortunately.
I take his pants.
My pants!
See, you need to get one of those, like, you know, those bottle glasses where it's got like, the fake nose and the beard.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah,
I have
yeah.
a disguise kit. We're good.
Yes, disguise the amalgamation of flesh.
I mean, that's what they did in the thing.
By the
I
way,
haven't
Crash,
absorbed anyone yet.
Strider's Slight. Are you keeping the ruling that it's 1 extra damage die, or?
I'll keep it for right now. It's something we'll probably need to go do a deeper dive on at some point, but I'm not gonna do that right now.
I'm going with a great axe instead of a great sword.
Could I grab some healing potions? What are we able to get in that?
What are we able to requisition?
Why is my carriage?
Yeah.
You guys can requisition 2 basic bitch healing potions per person.
Okay,
I
so we
will-
do that.
I will take those. Yes.
Is there a means for me to heal beyond those 2 potions while we're here? That
Wait a
isn't resting?
No, there's not a Medicaid that you guys have access to yet. You guys are like barely proven investments, right?
Mhm.
Like
Yep.
you're the closest of a 40k guardian. I just gave you your last gun. You can get your armor when you come back from your first mission.
Also, they didn't give you bullets. They just gave you the gun.
Well, last guns have charge packs. I just didn't give you a second one. You just have to wait for the sun to recharge it afterwards.
Ah, sweet, the solar powered.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
That's a fun design. Makes sense. Anyways,
Can all of you roll me a d100, please? Lower is better.
I can get
Sure.
you a solid 72. Oh my god, we got
Oh
100?
my God. I literally
Well,
could not
oh
get
my.
worse.
Well,
We got
it's a
2
good thing-
18s!
Well, it's a good thing, like, I'm only looking for a winner, not a loser, or else you are the biggest loser.
Yeah,
Or
literally.
the weakest
Yeah.
link.
We have
Bye.
a tie for winner as well. In theory.
Okay, that
You
works out.
and me,
That
Alec.
works out. That works out perfect. That works out
Hey, yo.
perfect. So I'm assuming you're all just going to the requisition hall.
Yeah.
Okay. As you guys are going to the requisition hall, there isn't a requisition or quartermaster. There is a data slate there and just a hatch, like fucking lethal company shit. It's like that.
It just spits out shit.
And then when you guys go to like, oh, what can I access? You see all the options you can get, and they're all grayed out. So you see like hundreds upon hundreds, or it's like, oh, I want healing potions, and it's like, oh yeah, here's like 20 different archetypes of healing potions, and you get one. Yeah,
We've not leveled up yet.
you have not gained enough trust level with
Yeah.
the
we
Inquisition
need
now.
better morale.
As you guys are like basically like sort of like huddled around like ordering at McDonald's with a touchscreen, like just sort of like doing your own requisitions and just going through it. To Shrapnel and Esteron. You guys hear the sounds of like some how to describe it. This is only something Alec will get. You know, like in Republic Commando, the Trandoshans, like how they walk, like that's where like slappy, wet slappy
Yeah.
sound effect. Yeah, you guys hear something like that approaching from behind you guys. Yeah, it's in between the two. And as you guys turn around, you guys look and see nothing. Then you look down, and you see this creature.
I love him.
Look at him.
Oh,
No.
I don't.
Hello, little guy.
That's interesting.
He has barding, a harness, a backpack, and several healing potions.
Oh!
Oh.
This is your guys' tactical patch.
Our tactical
see-
patch is a dog!
You see that they do have a collar, and their name is Koi.
Like K-O-I.
K-O-I.
I
This
think,
this agent has more experience than all of you, just so you know.
I
Oh my god.
love them.
I think
I
Esford
really
says,
hope they're
"Do
not
you
like
understand me?"
sentient.
Oh yeah.
What does that say?
Do you understand me?
It barks, quote unquote barks. It's like a mix between like a like a gator hiss and a bark, if that makes sense. Like it's clearly like an amphibian creature, so it doesn't have the same vocalization capability as us. But it does bark in acknowledgement.
Gator gurgle.
Good.
And at
So
the
easy
bark you all notice its presence now.
We're fortunate to have you aboard. Welcome, Koi.
I'd say.
It barks.
Pleasure to meet you.
It
Yeah, so
scratches
she's gonna be used to it.
it scratches behind its face fins.
I will reach down and assist it scratching its headphones.
Roll me animal handling.
Oh no.
Oh,
Take a step back.
no.
Oh,
Nice.
Hey,
It leaned into the scratches. Very good. Very good.
Damn.
You
That
gave
was
the
a
plus
plus.
one favor with Koi.
You're the boy.
He'll
Wonderful.
think about healing you first.
Jack has a sense of if he tried to, he'd probably roll a disadvantage.
Actually, Sterling, while you're like there, roll me perception. I'll say at advantage because you're up in here.
Okay.
Koi has a tail, which is almost like a beaver platypus-ish tail, but it's like fins, right? So like, I guess it's just a normal fin at that point. Now I think about it. Anyway, it's like a shark fin.
Anyways.
But as you're looking at it, you do spot that the ridges that comprise its fins, like can move, like a fan, like a Chinese fan. Like it could spread wide, it can close, and that sort of stuff. And there's a moment, and this is what stops you from petting him more, is where it collapses, and you see that the two sides of its tail fin make a barb when close together.
Oh,
And you're just like,
think that's
yeah, that's enough. So, you guys have your requisitions.
Oh, before that, is there anything similar to like Manax that we can get here, or
No.
Yeah,
that's a good joke.
I mean, guess. Not you,
Just
though.
not yet. Not yet.
You can't. Okay, so we
That's
can
fine.
get two simple healing pots,
Correct.
which are what's the
2d4 plus.
2d4 plus
You
wait,
guys will
that's
get
kinda close.
access. You guys will get access to higher tiers of equipment as you level up and as your proficiency bonus increases. Your proficiency will determine the tier, and then the levels will determine subcategories.
oh,
Did you say
at
2d4
least we're
plus 2?
skipping past the 2d4 plus 2, yeah. At least we're skipping past the first tier of items. We're starting on second. That's awesome.
Yeah, first tier of items.
I mean, we can't. What is first tier of items?
Prisoner's garb, gruel,
D class. I see.
basic subsistence.
Back presses the
Uh,
gruel button.
from,
Just like Mom used to make.
Going from leather to studded is fine, yeah?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Cool.
I think I'm good with my armor.
Yeah.
Would we have like 4
That would be nice.
hours for me to go into a trance and do a long rest for myself?
Yeah, do we have enough time for
Like even just a short rest or
Or
for
something?
me to spend 6 hours inactive?
It's your call. It is your call.
We'll take a long rest. If time doesn't move here, then
The long rest
Saints
really
are
doesn't
just
exist,
here.
does it?
Did,
probably rest.
didn't this, the warden, the Safari Keeper, what is it called again?
Safari
Safari
Master.
Master.
Safari Master. Didn't he say this place is outside of time?
Yeah.
It is, but I assure you time will have its influences even beyond here. Because you're not getting deployed in static of time. You're getting deployed to a specific instance of time. The portal's already there.
Mhm.
Right, the portal's already there. You guys can go right now. But the thing is, the longer you wait here, the longer the portal remains there. So
So
the
it's
portal
it's
is not
passing,
in...
yeah.
Exactly, the portal's not in
Oh.
temporal stasis.
Yeah.
Right, like in Monsters, Inc., you know...
The portal
That'd
shuts.
be,
We're like,
that'd be
"Oh,
pretty.
shit."
That'd be pretty weird for Monsters Inc. If if they didn't have time zones, across the world, or
Yeah.
else
Okay.
they'd just be having to wait on their fucking asses every day for nighttime in the
Yeah.
human
Right.
world.
So we are essentially on the clock.
You're on your clock.
Do we value a long rest enough to risk significantly dampening or failing our mission? Well, I doubt failing, but making it more difficult, definitely.
I can manage because I've got the arcane recovery, so like I'm okay. But
If
I
I
can
can
rest would be
use
nice.
a short rest, I
Yeah,
can use
yeah.
my hit die and maybe both my potions are immediately.
Speaking of
I
rest,
can manage.
we do have a fast rest if you guys want to only spend 10 minutes to pop hit dice. I don't think that's what you guys want, but I want to make it clear that that is
Right.
on the table.
I can manage. I just don't have any more bardic inspirations.
Yeah.
I only have one superiority die left.
Man,
would
not
enjoy
short
some
rest
health.
Bardics. Not short rest Bardics. It's a rough life out here, huh?
R.I.P. R.I.P.
Gives hit dice.
Tell you guys what. You guys head over to the hub. Chloe will lead you guys there. When you guys get there, there are probably a few dozen other agents, operatives, collectors. Well, not collectors. There's only one collector, but collecting agents in here. But the place is huge. Imagine like a large warehouse district, and there's a single bar, grill, sort of gastropub that serves everyone here. This place
Like in the
can
middle.
house a lot of people, but it's not. It very seldom does because no,
Everyone's
we're in
out.
pods. Koi leads you guys up to the pub, and Koi is quite clearly a veteran agent because there are some people that go, Koi!
They just set a bowl out for him.
Or they like slide over and they begin petting him. Which is
It's
very
Koi.
weird as you guys watch a person with 4 arms petting this creature. But
Oh god,
that's
it's Ben
beside the
10.
point. Yeah, just like yeah, he sees you guys. He leans down to Koi and whispers, "Are they new?" It barks. Welcome! Welcome to the collection! He gestures with all 4 of his arms doing like jazz hands.
I love this guy.
Thank you.
Yes.
You guys fresh from a mission? You guys look like shit. Especially him. Points at back, missing a fucking arm.
Yeah, I was typing it out, like, as he does the jazz hands, back just looks at his one hand that's remaining, it's like, This is what envy feels like.
Hands.
We just came out of a fighting pit of sorts.
Ooh!
Testing bit, I believe.
Oh, you guys had your assessment. Nice, nice. You'll get some more of those as time goes on. That's how they promote you.
Oh,
Wonderful.
wow.
Yeah,
So
but
but you're fresh, so that means that was your first assessment. Okay, I see where this is going. Okay. I get where this is going. He wags both his hands at Koi, who just looks at him and nods once, like, "Yep, you get where it's going. You get where it's going, bud. Good job." Hey, welcome to the hub. I mean, there's like a billion different ways to call this place: the pub, the hub, the house, the place where you cry yourself to sleep. You know, different stuff depending on who you are and what languages you speak. But hey, welcome. Let me get you a drink. Not that we have to pay for it anyways, but let me get you a drink.
We've a
You
mission
rhymed.
we need to get to. We shouldn't drink.
You'll want some of these drinks.
I will have one.
Trust me. He gives you like a conspiratorial wink, which, like, he by all accounts is just a human with 4 arms. That's really what he looks like. I mean, I guess
just a
more
guy.
yeah, he's just a silly little guy. That being said, as he winks at you, Asteroid, you swear